just left the campsite what we were at, and we're now heading down to Calais. We've got about another 540 kilometres to do to the Eurotunnel. We don't need to be there while tomorrow, so we're hoping to park 20-30 kilometres away tonight, and then just driving to Calais tomorrow, make it a nice easy trip to the tunnel. Yeah, so just going through all these little French villages. We're obviously staying off the peages today, and we'll see how far we get. We may need to change onto the peage a little bit later just to make the time up if we need to, but we'll see how we go.
Roundabout, second exit.
How pretty are those? What are they, puppies?
I think so. So I don't know whether I got that, but there was a windmill there. First one I've seen. We were just saying, although sort of France is a beautiful country and there's a lot of open land, we aren't seeing quite as much of things as what we expected. We know we're not going off the beaten track, but I thought we'd have seen some bigger chateaus and things from the road, you know, and even just in the distance. But yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in that way. Lots of nice, beautiful open country, but that's all we've seen really. Odd church, odd windmill, odd little village, you know, real pretty little village, but nothing sort of what I imagined. So we have now seen a sort of cathedral just over there. Didn't see a road sign, so we're just on a roundabout off Rowan, and you've seen this one on the hill as well. I've got that one. Get that. Get it down like by the river.
Ahead, keep left.
Aye, so we've just come to a nice little campsite. We just had a weird experience on the A16. We'd pulled into an area, and it was a total garage, I think it was. Around the back of it is some parking bays where you can go and park, and we got parked there. We're just stopping. We were just going to get out and go for something to eat because they sold food in the fuel station, restaurant place, whatever it was. And I looked in the rear view camera, and there's somebody trying to get in the back of the van. So I get out and had a look, and there's a couple of migrants across the road trying to get in. So be warned, if you're near Calais, keep your doors locked. Yeah, just make sure there's nobody under your van or what else, because if there's anything under mine, they're falling off when I go over speed bumps, I'll tell you. Anyway, this campsite we're at, about 20 minutes out of Calais. Very busy. I'll show you a little bit around, but I don't want to do too much pointing the camera where there's people about. So there's a few British campers and quite a few foreigners, so it's quite well used, and there's some permanent ones as well. Yeah, it looks a nice tidy little place. I'll just swap my camera around and show you a bit more. So that's the entrance where you entrance and reception. Comes in, and got a big area around the back. Toilets, washroom. People that are taking the bottles to get washed. So I presume there's some washing up areas, facilities. But yeah, I mean, it's quite big. They do allow dogs, I've noticed as well, if you have a pet with you. It's quite big. All the bays are marked out with little fences. Yeah, as you can see, there's 1 or 2 that are permanent. Yeah, and they just said pack up where you're late, so we just picked a place because we're off early tomorrow near the office, so we can just get out. Debbie's just updating her Facebook, I think, or talking to the daughter. Just relaxing with a glass of wine. There, look, which she bought here.
Don't normally drink wine.
So no, she doesn't normally drink wine, but I think the migrants have put a bit of a blanker on that. So
Driven her to drink.
Yeah, driven her to drink already. So yeah. So anyway, we're going to make a night of it. Just, I don't mean boozing, because we're on the Eurotunnel tomorrow. I've got to drive. Well, we've both got to drive, so it'll be just a quick glass of wine and bed, I think. So yeah, nice little site. The campsite we've just stopped at in France, just before we got the ferry. Nice site. You've probably seen just a couple of little bits of film on it. So yeah, we'll be stopping there again next time we go.
Good morning, Debbie from Portugal Dreams. We're just about to get onto the Eurotunnel to go back to England.
We're going to get our so the roof opens up as well as the door.
Oh, okay.
A massive horse box in front. He's
Andy's got a trailer on.
yeah, he's going to have fun getting on, but I would think he's done it before. I'm actually surprised he didn't have to go on a freight one, but straight on, no bother at all. He's probably had less bother than I'm going to have. It's tight though. God, it is tight.
Oh, look.
He must be maximum. Quite a long drive down them as well. We did that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right to front. It's a lot further than you think. So to get off, they open all these doors in front. They seal them front and rear of the carriages. There's the big horse box. And then fella comes down and takes all the chocks off. Doors open all the way through, and then the sidewall comes out further down where you drive out. It's as easy as that, really. I hope getting off the platforms is easy, but we'll see.
So this is the part where we drive off.
After 100 yards, turn right.
It's actually telling us to turn right this time.
That's the sat-nav though.
Oh yeah, well that's right. No, but I mean this is as well.
The sign is, yeah.
Turn right.
Tesla looks like he's in a hurry.
before. It's been a whole new experience for us this time going to Portugal. Whenever we've been abroad before, we've flown, so it's our first road trip. I'm sure there's others out there who'll be taking their first as well. All in all, I don't think it's been too bad a trip. It's just finding places to stay where obviously you feel safe after our encounter with the migrants last night, and somewhere where you can sleep where it's not too noisy without having to pay a lot of money. I must say I was quite impressed with how cheap the two sites were that we stayed at, the proper camping sites that we stayed at in France. I think one was €13 and the other was 11 something. So I really, in my opinion, I don't think it's worth the hassle of staying on motorway stopovers if you can find camping places like those that are not too far off the main road of your journey.
So would you believe we're back in UK and it's nice, bright and sunny. We're almost home. We just can't wait to go back. Hey?
Go back to where?
Portugal.
Oh, right, I thought you meant home.
So it looks like we're going to have to make a return trip to Portugal because we seem to have forgotten the keys somewhere. Isn't that shame? No, we wouldn't be too bothered, but the dogs are at home and the daughter's gone to work now, so we need to get in. So we'll have to go and get them. So we're back home and our little dogs are, well, one seems to be sulking a little bit because she's frightened we might be going again, and the other one's just gone real clingy. He's just sat under my feet, won't move, keeps sitting on my feet, but I'm sure in a day or two they'll be alright. Debbie's just gone back with our test results to drop them off in the drop box. Do a bit of shopping, so yeah, I've got the puppies with me.